Tonight's exclusive interview with Claremont Town Mayor about the progress of the Town Hall's redevelopment. City of Cockburn encouraged citizens to recycle all mobile phones. Thanks for watching.
Also making news this week, 2 maids suspected of murdering a newborn child. And Regina Ip has not decided whether to join the race to become CE.
Good evening. It's exactly a year after the fire at the Perth suburb of Clermont, which has engulfed the historic multi-story building. On the evening news this week, an exclusive interview with the Claremont Town Mayor, Mr. Jock Barker, to share with us the recovery process. It is exactly a year after the devastating fire that destroyed this historic multi-story building, which belongs to the Claremont Town Council. The Town Mayor told DHK News exclusively that despite time has moved on, he and the community are still saddened by the tragedy.
It's still devastating to see the building in the state that it's in. It's been cleaned up, but was in a much more, devastated state 12 months ago.
Mr. Barker also hopes the insurance company will hurry up and pay the money so the council can renew the building.
It's their view, I understand, that we should rebuild the back part of the building rather than renew it. Now, quite frankly, to rebuild a building in 1960s style for 2011 would be unacceptable in terms of the office space required by the administrative staff, unacceptable by current health and safety and occupational health aspect.
The Executive Manager of Community Service, Will Pierce, says at this stage it's too early to say what will go into the new building. But he said the Claremont Town Council will be going through the options and the community are looking forward to the new construction.
Look, I think the Claremont community sees the administration building as an iconic building within the community, and would certainly like to see the building remain and renovated and revamped and brought back to a working area that the community can enjoy.
Ivan Leung, DHK News.
The City of Cockburn has encouraged citizens to recycle their old mobile phones, batteries and used printer cartridges by putting recycling boxes in public libraries. The response has been positive, and City Mayor Logan Howlett said that families in Laos will benefit from this campaign by receiving chickens, which will improve their lifestyle.
This is the season to be jolly, if you live in Laos, that is. The City of Cockburn have teamed up with Mobile Master to give a chicken to a family in Laos this festive season for every 2 phones collected at the City of Cockburn. This initiative aims to help a family struggling against poverty in Laos, as Mayor Howlett explains that a chicken is an invaluable resource in Laos, providing a family with eggs for food or sale for regular income. Response has been steady, and the mayor hopes to achieve the target of collecting 20 million phones nationwide before the end of January next year. Mobile phones can be dropped off at the city's 3 libraries in Coogee, Spearwood and Success, and also at the city's administration building until the 31st of January 2012.
The staff in our library here at Spearwood are saying that each and every day the people are coming in with their mobile phones, and that's what we need to happen at our 3 libraries and our administration centre. And I message out to children in particular, give mum and dad a tap on the shoulder, your grandparents, and say, where are those mobile phones? And bring them into the libraries.
Shibs Way, DHK News.
Also today, 2 transit guards were taken to the Royal Perth Hospital after 5 guards were outnumbered by the troublemakers. A female guard was glassed on the face, and another male guard fell off the platform after got hit at the back of their head. Meanwhile, police arrested 2 alleged offenders. The Shadow Transport Minister, Ken Travis, says a parliamentary inquiry needs to be carried out to find out the underlying causes for these antisocial behaviours.
Oh, look, I'm sickened by the footages. I feel very sad and angry at the same time. I feel sorry for the transit officers who have doing a great job for us. I'm angry that these kids get away with this. Hopefully that the ones that committed the offences last night will now have the full penalty of the law imposed upon them.
After a recent spate of fatal shark attacks off the WA coasts in Cottesloe and Rottnest, the City of Cockburn has initiated a report to study the viability of installing shark safety nests to protect its beachgoers.
The city of Cockburn is considering implementing shark nets to protect beachgoers at Coogee Beach in response to a recent spate of fatal shark attacks off the coast of WA. Deputy Mayor Kevin Allen has called for a report from council officers to study the feasibility of installing shark nets at the popular swimming spot. He says the nets are necessary to protect the safe brand of the beach. Ryan Kempster, a shark sensory biologist from the University of Western Australia, is doubtful about the effectiveness of shark nets, as there had been no evidence to prove that they reduce the risk of attacks. The mayor of Cockburn, Mr. Logan Howlett, also concedes that there is a potential risk that other marine life, such as turtles and dolphins, may also become trapped in the nets. Mr. Howlett also urges the public to practice common sense when they are on the beach.
It's very important to be observing while you're down there, each and every person. It's a wider role than the spotter planes or surf life-saving guards on the beach itself. It's more about everybody becoming involved and being vigilant. And on the days when you shouldn't be swimming, and I think any overcast, cold day, early morning or at dusk, at times when, in more cases than not, sharks are out and about feeding. So I avoid and suggest everyone else avoid those times.
Joe Corr, DHK News.
Police have arrested 2 maids suspected of murdering a newborn child in Leung. Police say one of the suspects is the child's mother, who allegedly dumped the baby at a garbage dump in Leung Way. The police have conducted a major search at the Tun Mun landfill in a hope to recover the toddler's body.
Police officers has cordoned the landfill to search for the baby after its mother told the Corp that she placed the infant in a bin at the rubbish collection centre in Leone. Officers have rushed to the rubbish collection centre to search for the newborn. Unfortunately, the area had been cleared. Officers made inquiries and believed that the rubbish there was transported to a landfill in Tun Mun. The media was told that the baby's mother is 26-year-old and its friend who allegedly helped to dump the infant is 32. It is not known whether the baby was alive at the time, but it's understood that the baby was disposed shortly after birth. Laurent, DHK News from Hong Kong.
The Chief Executive Donald Tsang says Hong Kong people have zero tolerance of corruption. But Mr. Tsang refused to comment about the alleged match-fixing, as the ICAC is still investigating on the matter after a member of SAR football team was arrested this Tuesday. Chief Executive Donald Tsang has made a comment after watching a practice match between the Russian and Hong Kong youth teams, stating that local footballers understand the public has a high expectation among the team regarding honesty. His statement comes after a local player was arrested earlier this week on suspicion of trying to fix a friendly match with the Russian side. DHK News understands that local football team members has launched a complaint to the ICAC after they were offered money as rewards of match fixing in a youth practice match against Russia. Despite the controversy, Mr. Tsang says Hong Kong government would continue to support football development in the area.
Hong Kong New People's Party chairwoman Regina Ip said she has not yet decided whether she will contest the position as a Hong Kong chief executive. The party member conference has also discussed the future directions of the party and the possibility of Ms. Ip's success in the race to become CE.
During the media conference this week held by the New People's Party, Party Chairman Regina Ip said she is considering whether or not to contest the position as the Hong Kong Chief Executive. Despite most of the party members' support to compete for the top job, she said that it is a personal decision that needs to be taken seriously.
Few months as we approach the election dates of the next chief executive, I have received a lot of encouragement from my friends, members of my party and members of the public for me to stand for election as the next chief executive.
Regina Ip has also further revealed that some party members are questioned whether the New People's Party will have the resources to complete the possibility of winning and what will this success mean to the party's future development. Ms. Ip believes that she is credible and has no affiliation with other major groups can be an advantage, but admits that age will be a problem if she will have to contest the top job next term instead. Both Vice Party Chairman Louis Xu and Michael Tian said they will respect Mr. Ip's decision. Also in the top job battle, CY Leung will make an announcement on November the 27th. Henry Tsang will also make a formal announcement by the end of the month. Democratic Party leader Albert Ho will join the contest if he can get 115 nominations from members of the election committee. John White, HK News, Hong Kong.
Here's Alex Stelbovics with the latest sports news.
Thanks, Ivan and Anna. Starting with football, and Chile have overcome the suspension of 5 of its players to beat Paraguay 2-0 this week. Substitute Matias Compostore made the result safe 4 minutes from time when he met Mauricio Isla's cross with a shot that was deflected over goalkeeper Diego Beretta and into the net. And in the controversial youth football match between Hong Kong and Russia, Hong Kong lost 2-1 this week amid allegations of a Hong Kong team member being accused by teammates of trying to involve them in match fixing. Figures of $10,000 to $40,000 were offered amongst the team. Well, it was always going to happen, as they say. Czech porn star sensation Klarisa Leone, who made a name for herself in hardcore porn movies, is set to run soccer club InterPrague, named after Inter Milan. And Klarisa is set to copy the famous blue and black striped uniform. She said, quote, "I loved my career in porn, but I've always dreamed of owning a football club, and that could give me an even bigger buzz. My porn fans will be just as keen on my team." I wouldn't go that far, Klarisa, but I get where you're coming from. Yeah. So on that note, that's the week in sports, guys, and don't forget that name either.
Thanks, Alex, and that's how the world looks tonight.
Please remember to join our Facebook page by following the link below.
Thanks for your company. Good night.
See you next week. Good night.